When it comes to round 255s on Black Ops 3 Zombies, the two maps that probably come to mind are Revelations and Ascension. These two maps by far have the most round 255s across all of Black Ops 3 Zombies. Obviously Revelations takes only like 30 hours long. If you guys watched my last video, you would have saw I actually got the 255 speedrun for Revelations in 30 hours and 50 minutes, so make sure you guys go check that out. And then even Ascension, it's not the fastest map, but it is a very easy map. The spawn strategy is just so unbelievably easy. You run in a circle, proc your dead wire, and you have monkeys every 4 rounds. Right now we're talking about the high round category, but a category a lot of people actually have no idea about is the no AATs category. AATs stands for alternative ammo type, which is like the dead wire, blast furnace, and thunderwall in your game. So a map like Revelations really does not get affected in a no AATs run, but a map like Ascension gets flipped on its head when you play no AATs. The whole entire strategy, other than the power strat, involves using AATs, your dead wire, and turn. So when you take dead wire and turned out of the scenario, Ascension becomes a very interesting map. And today, guys, I'm going to show you the most recent Ascension 255 on no AATs classic Gobblegums Ascension. First off, shout out to T Guiney, I don't know how to say his name, but basically he's the world record holder. He got the 255, which is unbelievable. If you see how long this game is, you're going to understand how crazy this is. So he got 255. I will make sure to put all of his links in the description. Now, to be honest, guys, the setup with no ATs actually does not change at all compared to the normal Black Ops 3 Ascension high round. Now, the main thing you might notice is he's buying a lot of, random perks, but the thing he needs is to get Juggernaut out of the free perk from the monkeys. And you see right there, he grabs the free perk and he gets Juggernaut. Now, the reason you do this is so the Juggernaut door on the left right there, as you see, is closed, which makes your monkey rounds significantly easier, especially because he has Mule Kick and Speed Cola. Mule Kick and Speed Cola are behind a fire trap, which basically means you turn on the fire trap, all the monkeys will die running through the fire trap, except for the monkeys, of course, that are on the other side of the fire trap. So having Mule Kick and Speed Cola is also going to be very helpful. All you need to do right now is get the Thunder Gun and Gersh devices out of the box. Those are going to be your two main things you're going to be using for literally the whole entire game. Once he's fully set up, obviously, he comes back to power, uses his Zeus Cannon, the Gersh devices, and his Alchem, which is probably going to be the most important asset he has in his whole entire strategy. Alchems really let you camp power for as long as you possibly can. Now, once he gets to the point where he cannot camp in power anymore, his ammo keeps running out with this Thunder Gun, he makes his way to spawn and starts full hoarding here from now on. You'll also notice he bought Stamina Up. Obviously, Stamina Up is going to help you a lot, not only in this training spot, but also in the trap strategy that you will also be doing when you run out of ammo. Now, this is a Classics game, meaning it is not Mega. Classics, you actually have to do a lot of trade outs, but on Megas, you would actually not trade out once and you would use a lot of traps instead. Because the reason of this is because Classics, there's going to be some rounds when you never get any max ammo or any Gobblegum, like raindrops or Alchem, that's going to give you ammo. So then you have to resort to actually doing trade out, which would be a lot faster. Compared to on Megas, he also only has an Alchem in his Gobblegum cycle, so only one ammo gum. Where on Megas, you'll have shopping freeze, cashbacks, raindrops, you'll have a lot of things to get you ammos every single round. And right here, guys, you see he starts the trap strategy. And the trap strategy for this is very simple. You chill in this spot for about like 20 seconds. And once there's enough zombies around you, you run through, you run out of the trap and chill right here. Once the zombies start coming your way, you start running all the way over towards the other trap. Now, once you are at this point, you see him right here. He kind of runs a little bit over by this trap right here, waits for the zombies to come a little bit closer, pops the trap, chills over here, gathers a little bit of zombies, runs in a little bit of a circle, chills a little bit. Also, it is very key to get a lot of points as well, because you are going to be using a lot of points doing these trap strategies. So grabbing the Vesper or the Kuda is going to be very crucial to getting points, to not only just have points for the trap, but also to get Gobblegum to get more Alchems in your game. You see right there, he runs out of the trap, chills right here, starts running towards the other trap that he came from, gathers a couple of the zombies, chills right here, as you see, running in a little back and forth action, back over here. You want to get a nice little horde up to kill as many zombies as possible. See right here, not only is he trying to get a horde up, but he has to get the other trap to turn on in time. You don't want to go to the trap and it's not even turned on, so you want to make sure it's turned on in time. And as you see right there, the light is green, turns on the trap, and you rinse and repeat. Now you'll see he has gotten to the point, he has one shot in his Thunder Gun, no alchemicals, so now he has to start trading out. In a situation like this, most likely he doesn't have a monkey next round or even the round after maybe, and he probably does not have any max ammos in his cycle. So now he has to start trading out. Now trade outs on Ascension are horrible. They are very slow and very tedious. Now if he did have an ammo round, like say he had a monkey round for sure next round, or let's say he had a max ammo guaranteed next round, he would have not had traded out, but instead used the trap strategy. That is how you decide, you know, should I do a trade out or should I use a trap strategy? And also when he is way later into the game as well, it's gonna not even come down to that. He's gonna always be trading out, no matter if he has a max ammo next round or not. Trade outs are always going to be faster up to a certain point. Right now, guys, I'm actually just going to show you how he does trade outs for each box location. Now, this box location is actually very easy, but obviously, if you are here, make sure you do turn on that trap. But once you have that trap turned on, a lot of zombies are going to be respawning because they're running through the trap and dying. But it is very simple. You see right here, he's just running in a circle, hitting the box, and you need to be careful because you do not have a thunder gun. So if you get cornered, you're dead, basically. And also, it is very key, very important to have this Mark II on you. You see, he has a regular Mark II on him. The reason he has a regular Mark II is because now he will never get the normal ray gun. If you get the Mark II, it is impossible to get the normal ray gun, meaning you basically have two guns out of the mystery box instead of one. If he just had like an M14 on him, you would still be able to get the Mark II and the ray gun. But since he has the Mark II on him, he cannot get the Mark II or the normal ray gun. So this is very crucial to having fast trade out. Another thing you'll notice he has is Mule Kick again. Mule Kick is the same exact thing. You have an extra weapon on you, meaning you will never get that weapon out of the box. This box location for trade outs is very simple as well. You just go up and down this little hill. Make sure you don't die. And you see right there, he gets the thunder gun. Right here, guys, I'm going to show you exactly how he pack-a-punches the thunder gun. It's very simple. You see he just stands in there, does a little horde up out here. This is very similar to the Black Ops 1 strategy. Now, obviously, you do this once you have an empty thunder gun. Don't just go pack-a-punch it as soon as you get it out of the box. That's just a waste of 14 shots. Throws a Gersh, pack-a-punches it. Once he grabs that thunder gun, jumps through the Gersh, and goes back to spawn. It's a very simple and easy strategy. That is the nice thing about pack-a-punching because you do have 14 free shots. Now, it will get annoying if you end the round and you still have your normal unpack-a-punch thunder gun. That is why you probably want to end the round if you can with traps. If you know you are close to the end of the round, probably end it with traps and then do a trade out. Don't do a trade out and then end it like a horde later. Like, that'd kind of be trash. So right now he's on round 122 still, and he is guaranteed a monkey round next round. This is not like the earlier rounds where you can just spam all your thunder gun and kill all the monkeys because you only have one perk they can go after. No, he needs his perks now. So what he has to do is save 8 shots. As you see right there, he has 4-4, and he turns on the trap and starts doing the trap strategy. He keeps a little bit of ammo, and not only that, this also just makes your monkey round significantly faster. You don't want to just be standing, waiting all the time. The annoying thing about this as well is even if it is a possible monkey round, you have to save ammo. You cannot just go in, assume that you're not going to get a 4-rounder, and if you get that 4-rounder, you're screwed because you're not going to have any ammo to kill the monkeys. So what he's doing is basically waiting for the monkeys to show themselves, where they are going to go, what their path is. You saw there was one to his right, one to his left. You see this monkey is coming here, so he's going to turn that trap on, kill the monkey. Now, obviously, there's only 3 perks they can go after. Obviously, speed, mule, and stamina, which means one of the perks has to be behind the trap, which means a lot of these monkeys are going to be dying to the trap. As you see right there, there's another monkey that dies. Obviously, as you saw from the monkeys on the right, they were not going to the trap, meaning they could only be going one place, which is stamina. Now, if he doesn't have any ammo, he could just let them run through the trap, but good thing for him, he has 4 reserves, and he ends the monkey round very easily. Now, obviously, if the monkeys do end up taking a perk, it isn't really the end of the world. It is just very annoying for his trade outs, especially if he loses his Mark II because it makes the trade outs much longer. Now, we are going to resume talking about the trade outs and how to do trade outs for each box location. Now, it is very crucial, wherever you are going throughout this map, make sure you are turning on the trap. You see right there, he turned on the trap. Now, it will make it harder, of course, because the zombies are going to be all respawning, but you still want to play fast. You still want to kill these zombies at a fast rate. So make sure you are turning the trap on as much as you possibly can every time you are running through it. The next location here is Spawn Room. This is very simple and easy enough to figure out. You really just run in a circle right here. You see how he's doing right now. He also does have 3 Gershes, so if he wants to, he could definitely utilize those as you see right now. Another strategy that you actually could do is using all of your Gershes and then doing a Gersh trade out. You can do a Matryoshka doll trade out. Use your 3 Gershes, get 3 free hordes, and then grab the Matryoshka dolls out of the box. Now, obviously, this isn't really required. And also, you noticed right there, he threw his Gersh and then called the lander. The reason he did that was because, if you do not know, once you call the lander, Zombies do not spawn in when the lander is in the sky because the game just assumes you're on the lander, even though he wasn't. Now, since he threw the Gersh and all the zombies died, but the lander was called in, no zombies were spawned in on the map. No zombies were anywhere to be found because the game thought he was on the lander, even though he wasn't and he was hitting the box. This allowed him to hit the box at a very fast rate without having to run in circles training the zombies. And as you saw right there, he ended up getting the thunder gun out of it. So that's a nice little neat trick that you can do, not only at this location, but there's a lot of different locations, 3 different box locations with the landers that you can actually do this. The next trade-out location we're going to be talking about is Mule Kick. Now, this location, it is actually really key to make sure you have a full horde. Now, you'll notice right there, he actually didn't even turn the trap on. You still could turn the trap on and just get the horde again, but he opted not to. Now, this location can get very sketchy, especially if you do not know what you are doing. So you have to get experience and understand exactly how to do the strategy. Now, getting respawners on this game is going to suck. So you need to make sure you're staring at these zombies. This is how you do it correctly. You do that little loop right there, hit the box. You see he hits it, runs by the Gobblegum machine, does a little loop kind of as you see right here. Runs over here, hits the box again, throws a Gersh. Now this is the faster kind of trade out way he does it, like before as I was saying. He grabs that M14, runs back out, and does the same exact thing. He gets his horde up again. Now obviously he has 3 Gershes, so he can use all 3 of those Gershes to trade fast. Instead of just sitting there and doing nothing, he can use those Gershes and be fast and trade out really fast with them. Now this arguably might be the easiest trade out strategy. It is pretty simple on what you do. You literally just run in a circle and grab the gun you are looking for. It is very easy. Now, the next location we're going to be going for is Cast Stamina up by the lander. Obviously, you saw it there. He did end up turning on the trap. And this is another location where he can do that Gersh trick. He can get the full horde, throw a Gersh, kill all the zombies, and then call the lander. And that will allow no zombies to spawn while he is training. He might opt to do it, he might not opt to do it. Regardless, the strat is pretty simple for trade outs. You see right here what he's doing. Kind of just run around the lander like so. It is very simple, nothing really too complicated about this one as well. Now this is one of the very hard locations in Speed Cola. You'll see he starts all the way from the bottom and gets his horde. He has to make sure this whole entire horde is piled up together. You guys got to remember as well, he does not have any way of saving himself other than his in plain sight. If he gets cornered, he's going to obviously have to pop one of those. And so he cannot get cornered. This strategy can definitely screw you if the zombies respawn. So you got to make sure you do this correctly. And you'll see how he does it. He runs in a little circle as you see right here. And it is a very tight space. One mistake, his in plain sight is getting popped. So you need to make sure you are very precise because of course you only have 2 in plain sights, and as you notice as well, he does not have quick revive. He is deciding to not use quick revive. So there is really no mistakes that can happen in this game. Now there is an easier way to do this. You could just go the long way around. As you can see, he's not doing, he's kind of just cutting in, making it a faster circle. The last and final box location we are going to be looking at is by far the hardest one. This is the power box. Now obviously right here you see he has the fire trap on. He cannot have this trap on while he goes to trade out the box. So he's going to have to make sure he gets his full horde together, which is exactly why he goes over by here. This box location is going to be very similar to the Speed Cola strategy in terms of how he started from the bottom and had to keep the horde all together, staring at them so none of them despawn. One zombie goes all the way to the back and loses track of all of the other zombies, and if one zombie stays too far behind, it will respawn, spawn back in behind you, and can easily kill you. So it is crucial to make sure you have that full horde together. And you'll see right here what he starts doing is he gets this horde and makes his way into power. He slows down his path, kind of stares and faces the zombies. You need to do this to make sure the zombies do not despawn. He takes his time going all the way up to power. Stays, hits the box, meets the zombies over there, takes them around, grabs the gun he wants, which is the L car. When he runs back out, hits the box again, and does a little loop-de-loop like how you see he's doing right now, like this. Now this is one bad respawner at any time will destroy this trade out. So you have to make sure you do not get one respawner. Now, I have a tendency in these videos to just skip a large number of rounds, but in this game, the strategy does not change one bit. One thing you will notice is, one, look at his trades counter. This guy has hit the box 1,386 times already, and he's only on round 182. He still has 73 rounds to go, and he has hit the box 1,386 times, which is literally insane. But not only that, you'll notice he has Quick Revive instead of Speed Cola. Now, this isn't really a strategy type thing. If you're going to go for this, go ahead and get Quick Revive instead of your Speed Cola. The reason a lot of high rounders do this is because they will quit out no matter what if they die. If they die up to round 150, they are quitting out. So what they do is instead of buying Quick Revive, they just do not buy Quick Revive. And if they down, the game ends. This is typically what happens with somebody that's very experienced with a map. So if you're going for a 255 on Garage Provy, and you've been playing the map for a year now, you might not buy Quick Revive until round like 150, because you do not want to take one down until round 150. Once you hit 150, you're going to buy Quick Revive and you'll be chilling. Now, Garage Provy is probably a bad example, but it's just a random map that I selected. Any map, Ascension, anything. Now, as I skip ahead a little bit more on round 226, there's a lot of things we can look at here. For one, he doubled his game time from 182 to 226. 182, he was at like 32 hours, and now he's at 68 hours. So this shows you how long this will drag on. But not only that, his box hits also basically tripled, which is literally insane. And another thing you'll notice is also his average box hits. He's hit the box so much that that number is basically not moving. You see, he hits the box and it is 24.80272. That number is not moving at all. Theoretically, that actually is not a bad average, considering there's like 30 guns or like 29 guns in the box right now. So that average is probably better than usual. And also another thing to note as well is he actually is doing Gersh device tradeouts. It has gotten to the point where he's going to have to do multiple tradeouts in one single round, meaning trading out your Gersh devices once will probably result in you getting those Gersh devices back. If he's doing a trade out for his Thunder Gun and he gets Matryoshka devices, if he gets Matryoshkas, then he's gonna grab them, and maybe in that same trade out, he can get Gersh devices. And he can use those Gersh devices to actually help him have a faster trade out, because he can just start throwing those Gersh devices every single time zombies spawn in, and he'll be able to hit the box without worrying about any zombies. This is very similar to what I was showing you before in the spawn room. Trading out Gersh devices while you're trading is definitely going to help you a lot in this high round. Now, I skipped a lot of rounds again, and we're all the way on the last round of the game. But to be honest, the strategy, like I said before, does not change the entire game. I literally showed you every single thing he's going to do to get this 255. Now, a lot of things to unpack here. One, he's at 100 hours, which is insanely long, especially because the speedrun world record for classics is like 49 hours. The no AATs, no deadwire, no turn actually doubles your time on Ascension, if anybody was curious about that. Another thing to notice as well, his average box hits actually did go up a lot. Now, it might only seem like it went up one box hit, but like I said before, he's hitting the box 5,852 times. You know how many box hits it's going to take for that number to go up just one digit. So that is crazy that it went up one, especially from around 2,000 hits. Trades definitely got way worse in the later part of the game. And another thing I want to note as well here, he has started this round at around 100 hours and like 32 minutes, and his trades were at 232. I want to see how many trades he had to do to finish round 254, but not only how many trades, but how long this round actually lasted. So I'm going to compare the beginning of the round all the way to the end of the round. Here we are at the end of the round, and as you see, he had to do 3 trade outs and about 2 hours to end this round. 3 trade outs might not seem like a lot, but when you realize a trade out consists of 14 unpack-a-punch Thundergun shots and then 28 pack-a-punch Thundergun shots, then it becomes a lot. You'll also notice that his box hits went up, his average box hits went up, so he got even unluckier on this round. And the round lasted almost 2 hours. Now, if we're going to compare this to any other no AT games, my 255 Kino game, 254 lasted about like an hour and like 40 minutes. And that was with no trade outs but the trap strategy. That 254 was a little bit faster, but that was also with megas, so it wasn't with classics like he's doing. But nevertheless, this game was literally insane. This is one of the first 255s on classics no AATs. I know there is a classics 255 on the Giant no AATs, but this is the first one ever on Ascension, which makes this a very big monumental game. And right now, I am actually currently going for the first 255 on Ascension No AT Megas. Now, I know it's not classics, it's not going to be as good as this game that we're looking at right now. Like I've said before, it is way more enjoyable than classics to me. So I would much rather just play megas than do this and run in circles for like 100 hours. If you guys are interested in watching me get to the 5 on that, I think we're currently on like around 160 right now. Make sure you guys go check out those streams. I stream on YouTube and Twitch. We're going to be streaming there every single day until we get that 255. So make sure you guys go check that out. And of course, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you like, subscribe if you're new and want to see more content like this. And I hope you guys have a phenomenal day.